Hi everyone, my name is Suzanne and I'm a Chinese metaphysics master in Hong Kong. Today I'm bringing you the last one of the really auspicious Qimen Dunjia dates in the month of March. And this is one that we can use to summon emotional control. Yeah, sometimes we feel a little bit stressed or agitated or we're just generally not really ourselves. Or we've gone through maybe some trauma, some sad situations that keep on flaring up. And so on this particular date that I'm going to give you, we can ask the universe for a little bit more emotional control so that life is easier. Because if we are constantly taking our emotions and letting them influence our career, our jobs, our daily lives, this usually doesn't make for a happy life or for a smooth life. It often leads to instances where, you may be saying completely the wrong thing to the wrong person, or you don't say anything at all. Or you're just blurting things out without thinking, and so that usually ends in disaster or misunderstandings. So therefore, emotional control is something that we can ask for on this particular date, which is the 31st of March. Now, this is super early in the morning. It's 3:30 a.m. and I would say between 3:30 and 4:30 a.m. This is when you need to do this. Should you feel like this is something you want to work on, and it would help you, you know, get through life a little bit more with a little bit more harmony, especially as you interact with other people. So on the 31st of March, between 3:30 and 4:30 a.m., you will need to locate yourself in the north sector of your home. So what you do is very simple. You stand in the center, more or less in the center of your home, and you check your compass. You have one on your mobile phone. Just check your compass and see where the north sector is. Now, in this particular example, it's in the bathroom, which is perfectly fine. It doesn't matter where that actually is. It could be at the main door or your bedroom, could be in a toilet, the kitchen, whatever. It really doesn't matter. You only need to be there for like 10, 15 minutes at most, right? So just check where the north sector is, and then at between 3:30 and 4:30 on the 31st of March, this is where you sit. Now, then you need to also sit in such a way that you back towards your destiny palace direction. So the way to determine this is very simple. You need to plot your Qimen destiny chart. You go to the link that's here on the screen, and also I've got the link in the description to the video, so you can just copy paste it. Enter your date and time of birth to get this chart. Now, the time of birth is critical. If you don't know your time of birth, you may still get a chart, but it's not the correct one. So having or knowing the time of birth is really quite important for a Qimen Dunjia destiny chart. And you will get a chart that looks like this, maybe slightly different color, whatever. Don't get confused. It really doesn't matter much. The thing that you need to identify is your destiny palace. And in this example, it is right here. So where you have this red box that says destiny, that is your destiny palace. And in this example, it's located in the south sector, which means your destiny palace direction is the south, right? Now, if your destiny palace is here, then if it was here, then you would have to back towards the west. Yeah, so very, very simple. Now, so what you do on the 31st of March, between 3:30, 4:30 a.m., you locate yourself. So you go to the north sector, you sit somewhere, and you make sure that you turn around in such a way that the back of your head points towards your destiny palace direction. So in this case, this person would sit in the north, but turn around in such a way that the back of the head points towards the south. And then you go into sage mode. And this is super, super simple. It's a very easy way of going into sort of like a meditative state where you're very receptive to the energies that you're inviting in. So you close your eyes, you take 3 deep breaths, and then with your eyes still closed, you slowly count from 64 down to 1. And this is a slow counting sequence. Yeah, don't rush it. Just count in your head, not out loud. 64, 63, 62. One count, one breath, more or less, right? And if you lose count halfway through or at some point, or you don't know anymore where you are, or there's a lot of thoughts coming in that are interrupting your count, just start again at 64, all the way until 1. So once you're at 1, you take one more deep breath, and then you are asking the universe for emotional control. Maybe there's a situation where, you know a situation that's coming up that's really going to upset you. Maybe you have a conversation coming up that is just really going to rile you up, and where you are going to be all over the place emotionally. Then ask the universe to give you emotional control during this particular situation. Or if you're just generally feeling a little bit emotionally fragile, which happens every now and then, it's just one of these things, then just ask in a more general sense to be able to control your emotions better and use your emotions better in any given circumstance, especially if you are dealing with people or situations that may be triggering to you. Yeah. So ask for this from the universe or from your higher self. And then you just sit and receive. Yeah. You receive the sort of energy that supports this particular request. Now, you may not feel anything. You may not see anything in front of your eyes. You may feel like nothing is happening. And that's fine, don't overthink it. It's okay. Just sit there and keep on repeating that you request emotional control and that you're completely calm in any situation, that you know exactly what to say in a controlled manner, that you are in complete control of your emotions, etc., etc. You do that for like 10, 15 minutes. And once you think this is enough, once you feel this is sufficient, you thank the universe for the assistance and for the energies that are being provided, and you count yourself up from 1 to 5 and go about your day. And you will feel that over the next few days, you are far less emotionally volatile or triggered, and you're able to think before you speak, especially in situations where you may otherwise get really, really angry. All right. So hopefully this helps you guys. Let me know how it goes. Put it in the comments below, or if you would like to have a proper Qimen Destiny reading with me, you can of course get in touch with me. My email address is in the description to the video. And please do subscribe to my channel so that we can grow this community. I post 3 times a week and hopefully always with some interesting content. Or you can just share this video with someone who might be interested. But in any case, please give it a thumbs up. All right? See you guys soon. Take care.